Hey y'all, welcome back to Dry Dock Flower Farm, and I'm Yvonne. I'm here today to do a video on soil blocking, and usually I make my own soil for the soil blocks, and I forgot to get the compost for that to show y'all how I did that, but I'm always trying to figure out a better way to do things, or to so it's less time consuming for me to get that done. But I ordered a bag of compost that's it's composted soil for soil blocking from Johnny's. And Johnny's is a company that I think anybody can order from Johnny's. But I'm going to be honest with you, the way the delivery fees are these days, it costs more for me to get this soil shipped to me than it did the actual bag of soil. And I've been unable to find it anywhere near me other than ordering it online. So unless the delivery fees go down, I will be back to sifting the peat moss and sifting compost to make that soil. But I will, as soon as I get a bag of compost, I will come back on here and show you how I make that recipe up. But for now, this is already made up. I don't have to do anything to it except for add water to it. And it's beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, it's just, it's beautiful soil. I love it. And if I could afford it, the delivery fee, this is what I would do. And this is my little 3/8 inch soil blocking. You can get these from Johnny's. You can get them, I think, from Amazon, but where I got mine from was gardenersworkshop.com. That's where I got mine from. And a potato masher. And that's how I mix it. There was a little bit other compost in here, so I just kind of left that in there. And but you would add your water to the soil. Take that out of there. Just enough to get it, you know, nice and wet, but not soggy wet. If it's too wet, the soil will not stay in the block. It'll slide right back out. But you want it to the consistency of, you know, where you can pick it up, have it in a ball form, and it stay together, but not water dripping out of it. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Sometimes I get it too wet, sometimes it's too dry. Too dry is always better than a little too wet. I mean, then you have to add more soil, and if you don't have the soil to do that with, then you would just have to let it sit and dry out a little bit. And this was already a little moist when I got it out of the bag, which I was grateful for, because then it didn't create dust. Whenever I'm around dusty soil, I cough, and I cough for days. So if you do mix or sift your soil, make sure to wear a mask when you're doing that. I know it's kind of hot out here, but and see, that's probably too wet. It's a little bit dripping out, so I'm not going to add any more, but it does stay together. Put that down there. And I have had to do a little preparation before I came on for this little project, because I do have some seeds to actually put in the soil blocks today. And my prepping was I needed to clean some of my trays. They were a little mucky. So I washed those out, got my soil in my tub, and this is just a tote type of, and I like this because I can put my 128 trays, my 72 plug trays in here, and I can put this end with soil and just put it in there and fill my trays up without wasting it, you know, because anything that falls off just falls back into the tub. So I really like this tub. I would think you could get them most anywhere, you know, Walmart or anywhere that sells these tubs. So all right, so let me see if I can put this up here so you can see that. So I've filled it up, it's all full. Put it in your tray, and I always forget how, I think it's this way, how I want them. And boom. One little 20, it makes 20 little blocks of soil. And I want a channel over here, I want a channel in the middle, and I want a channel on this side to be able to water them with, because you bottom water, you do not water from overhead, and you just, this is how you take your soil blocker, put it down in the soil, slide it back and forth, down, back and forth, make sure all of those little blocks, pick it up. I take my little potato masher and get off the excess, and then let me put this back up here, put it down, and boom. So I'll do that a few more times for you, and then, you know, one day I will make sure to come on here and do the sifter for you. Thank goodness I'm under shade right now. I'm under my shade. and so there's shade under here, and there's a nice breeze blowing, but I'm here in zone B, and that's my door opening to my she shed. Zone 7B, North Carolina. It's going to be in the high 90s today, and I am glistening like a true Southern girl would glisten in the 90s. So this tray will hold 200 of these little cell blocks, and that's why I like doing the blocking. Now I do use it needs a little more. I do use the plug trays also, you know, for bigger seeds. The tiny little seeds I'm going to put on here, on this, you can barely see. That's 20, 40, 60. This is 80. And I'm going to have to, because I want 200 on this tray. This is a cafeteria tray that I'm using. And I'm going to just scooch those up just a little bit to get that other 100 in here. Boom. It's so warm today, and that I will probably seed these late this afternoon, or I may be able to sit out here if a breeze is blowing, or on my porch if a breeze is blowing, and if not, I'll be in the house after dark getting this done, because I really need to succession plant some celosia, and I left the name tags on some of my trays because I'm like, you know what? I need to succession plant those, so there's no need to take them off and redo them. Let me get a little bit of that excess off. I don't want excess soil, or, you know, in my tray when I bottom water. That breeze feels so good. I got a little warm out there washing the trays off. A little warm, a little hot. Had to go in the house and get something to drink and before I could come back out. Oh crap. Okay, so I messed that up. I messed it up. Okay, so if you mess it up, do it over. And I wanted to let y'all know, I don't like my hair touching my face. May is, since I'm on here, and we only have a few more days left of May. May is Brain Tumor Awareness Month. And so if you know anyone, you know, that that may be having some neurological problems, like brain fogginess, forgetfulness, lots of migraines, tremors, try to think of all the things that, you know, just some things that you think they're not, you know, that person may not realize how sick they are. Maybe their arm is weak, their hand is weak, their legs may be weak. You know, they're tripping, they're dropping things, they're forgetful, they leave their keys in the car. I'm telling you all of this because all of this happened to me. Back in 2008, I was diagnosed with an atypical transitional meningioma. And a lot of people, when they hear meningioma, they're like, oh, well, you know, that's not such a bad tumor. It's not. Meningioma is not. I have the one in 10 people, or the 10% of whatever of meningiomas, that is more aggressive, that did have some cancer cells in it, and they can be debilitating to people. Like they can take your sight, they can take your balance, they can take your legs, they can take your arms. And I don't mean take them off, I mean the usefulness of your hands and your arms and whatnot. And there are other brain tumors. There are over 300. It's probably more now, because I used to, you know, be up on that, but I don't research as much as I used to now. But there are over 300 types of brain tumors. Brain tumors don't care what your age is or anything. I've seen babies, I've seen little children with brain tumors. You know, so brain tumor, May is Brain Tumor Awareness Month. So, be aware. And anyway, speaking of forgetfulness, all right, so this is 200 little cubes. See those? Aren't they cute? And they have a little divot in them where you can place your seed. They're not the best that I've ever done. Some of them probably need a little work, but they'll still be good. They'll all be good. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna get one more tray. hang on. All right. And here is another tray. And so, so I had one brain tumor in 2008, and then, and they removed that brain tumor. They had to leave a little portion in that was attached to a main artery in my brain. And they said, oh, well, you know, you probably won't, everything will probably be fine for the next 10 years. Well, 9 months later, I had another brain tumor that grew from that little stem, and it grew in a different area, but it was still attached to where it was previous. And they were not able to remove that tumor. I had 32 rounds of radiation to kill that tumor, and my doctors say it is dead. And after, it was 14 years from the first one, 13 from the second one, and so I believe them. I believe that, you know, it's dead. It's not gonna bother me. But I still have checkups. I went from going every 6 months for checkups to every 9 months to every 12 months, and I have, last year I graduated to every 18 months. Yay. And you know, other than that, sometimes when people have brain tumors, they have other cancers also, especially after radiation. I also had breast cancer, which was just it was a ductal. It had necrosed, but it had not spread or moved out of the duct. I was very lucky. Why are y'all doing that? Anyway, let me see if I can't salvage this, they're going back, and I'll just do it again. No, I don't like that. Okay, so back to the drawing board for those cubes. And so anyway, and I only had to have radiation for that. But so anyway, and brain tumors can cause a lot of problems for people. You know, I still have, you know, an issue with my leg, because when I, after my surgery, I could not stand up. I couldn't walk on my right leg. I could not use my right arm. Yay, Jesus is good. And now I can. I can use it, but it was months and months of physical therapy. And I don't tell y'all that just, you know, for me, you know, or anything. I tell you that to be looking out for other people. You know, because I'm a nurse. I had so much brain fog at that time that I was not really thinking about myself. I was still trying to take care of other people. And so anyway, but it's all good now. Okay, everything's good. I mean, I still have some leg issues. My right leg is still weak. You know, so if I'm on camera and I just fall down, you know why. It's a joke in my family now, and you know, my one good leg. I have one good leg. So anyway, but the outdoors will heal people. If you are in that situation and you feel, you know, like you're not healing as much, go outside. Find something that you like to do outside, whether it's watching the birds or doing, you know, planting a flower. Tending a little garden, a little raised bed. Outdoors does heal people. I'm living proof of that. Besides Jesus healing me, I do know that God healed me. But he told me to go outside. Okay, he said go outside, go back to your roots, and that's what I've done. And I do a lot of things outside. I like to hunt. I like to be outside. I like to do this, of course. Be in my yard. So anyway, I'm sorry I was, I know some people will be like, I don't want to hear about your life. Just show me how to soil block, which is fine. And I'm sorry. But I just felt the need to bring tumor awareness to you, since I still had a few more days left in May. Alrighty. Oh, I think what I'm doing is I am, because I'm trying to do it on this corner of the of my tub instead of on a flat surface, because I don't want to spill it. I'm trying to be too careful. So tell me what y'all are doing for Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, by the way. Thank all the veterans. See, that was better. Thank all the veterans out there for all of your sacrifices. And, of course, thank you to all the families who lost veterans. And, that's what today is for, to remember the veterans that we've lost. And their sacrifices to our country. All right. Okay, so that's soil blocking with the Johnny's mix, and I will come back and do another one when I get my compost, show you how to sift the peat moss and a little block. And I'll show you how to put that recipe together. It's not my recipe. I got that recipe from Lisa Mason Ziegler and her book Cool Flowers, and she got it from Elliot Coleman, but I'll share it with you. Some of these, I mean, it does still have a few sticks in it. You know, I don't think that's but it doesn't have near as many as it could have. Motorcycle rider going to the lake. All right. Kind of squished them up too much. But I made, now that's how soil block, and that's 200 in there. Alrighty, Well, I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. I hope you'll come back to Dry Dock Flower Farm and visit us again for another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and we thank you so much for coming by, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.